All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Let me press record here and let's get started. Hope you guys had a great day. And it's been a phenomenal swing week. Really. I mean, most of my gains this week has just been about taking stuff overnight, and it's a great market to do so. So the topic of today's discussion for the next few minutes, right? If you guys bear with me, is just the move is coming. Um, the move is coming once Tesla and Apple starts participating, and maybe even Google. All right, but until then, Nvidia continues to carry the market. Right, up 3% today, closed at $887, pretty close to $900. But I want you guys to just take a look at this chart. I mean, it's phenomenal the way that they're manipulating it in a way that it's just getting very, very close to a big move. Okay. If I turn the extended hours on right now, you can see that literally the price is traded between the range of this trend line here. They didn't let us get past the trend line, right? So we started this morning saying that, okay, if we're gonna move today, we're gonna see 512. And it's actually a manipulated move, right? I mean, low volume today too, right? So they manipulated this thing to go fill the gap at 512, gapped it up at the 507, thinking that, and on today's dip in the morning, they make you think, okay, well, let's go get the gap fill at the 507 level, right? But not so fast. So they didn't fill the gap at 507. They closed it, a nice little pump at the end of the day. So if you look at these two trend lines, and it's just getting so ridiculously close to a potential move. And if you just follow the path here, it's probably going to come down to NFP, right? Or CPI. All right. One of those two events is going to cause this market to make a major inflection point decision, a move to the upside or a downside. Of course, we can never know how big that move is, whether it's going to be upside or downside. But I hope you guys are ready for it, because at this point, I'm sitting here laughing because this is absolutely being manipulated right now, right? The way that they're doing this, they dropped an Apple News right at the top at 512, right? Double top this morning, or either that, or it was like some news regarding the some sailors were attacked, right? So rest in peace, God bless them, right? So all that just kind of started to break the trend today. And look at what happened. Look at this nastiness, this sideways action, downside, upside, right? Hit the 512 target, fill the daily gap. And now this is the pattern going into tomorrow. No guarantees that it's going to break out, but it should. All right. But what we want to see tomorrow morning is that, let's say, tomorrow's setup for me is, if it's red pre-market tomorrow, buy the dip, right? If they come back down and fill this gap to 507, or even retest 505, buy those dips, okay? Because this breakout, in my opinion, the breakout is coming as close as into the apex they can possibly get it. Now, tomorrow you do have some data. All right, tomorrow is going to be let's see, Challenger. Okay, jobless, Powell at 10 a.m. I don't think he's going to say anything different. We already saw the full effects of his speech from today, his prepared remarks, Mester at 11:30 a.m. And then ultimately, the NFP data is going to make a move. But I don't. The market doesn't make huge moves off NFP. It's a minor move, but there will be a move, just minor. But the big move will be next Tuesday. And so if we time this, so we continue to trade this range over the next couple of days between, let's say, 507 to 510. All right, then this thing gets really, really tight into a big move for CPI coming up soon. All right, so it's just a matter of when. I think next Tuesday. All right. And yeah, so that's all I gotta say. This is such a unique pattern. I think this is a once in a lifetime opportunity if you're on the right side. All right. So tomorrow, so you check out this pattern, overnight. All right. We hit 505 during yesterday's end of the day, pumped it up, beautiful double, triple bottom bounce off the 505 area here. All right. Gapped up, took profit. All right, little ride up here to 512. I was telling myself, do not buy a 511, do not buy a 512, do not buy a 511.50. and they got me, right? So I took a small loss. So once I bought, of course, they dropped the news, right? They dropped the news and boom, right back into the wedge, okay? Right below this. And all day today, for the remainder of the day, you can see how close it's trying to break out of this wedge here, or this trend line. So that's the trend line to contend with either tonight, tomorrow morning pre-market. If it doesn't break out overnight tonight, then let's see that gap fill back down, all right, to 507, and let's get that out of the way. Because what's going to happen is that if they hit the 507, and if it's just a bear trap, they will wick it right through this support line here, and that typically happens all the time. All right, so I started the conversation earlier saying that Tesla and Apple's going to participate. All right, so be prepared, right? I think this is coming down in 165, right? You're about $4 away here, less than $4 away to the October 2023 lows. Think about this, guys. If they take it down to 168 by CPI, right? That'll be a major low for Apple and possibly the breakout that SPY needs. Yesterday, we said that it's not matter of if NVIDIA can actually hold up the market. It's how long can the market stay up, right? Before Apple needs to participate, or without Apple, pretty much. Okay, so I anticipate that. I think they're going to drop it down to 165, and then it should snap. All right, because it's way oversold on the daily. This lit is daily stochastic. It is absolutely ridiculous. All right, but yeah, I get it. The sentiment's pretty bad. All right, so Tesla, same thing, very, very oversold as well. All right, I think they're going to take down another $10 or so on Tesla, back to the springboard, all right, of 165 back on May 12, 2023. All right, so got to watch Apple and Tesla over the next couple of days, because if those two gets going with a potentially lower, softer CPI next Tuesday, then guess what's going to happen, right? Then this thing is going to get squeezed. And I think, right, this trend line here is 530. Eventually, it's going to hit 530. All right. Obviously, a lot of things, it's not a guarantee, right? I can't say that with all certainty, but that's the way it looks like to me right now. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. All right. So for NFP, you might want to do some hedges, right? Coming up on Friday, probably some calls. I would probably be heavier on the call side, do a little shorts, all right, do a little hedges going into the Friday data. Now, I'm not expecting big moves tomorrow, all right, because you had a big move already today. And we said that typically whenever you have a big red engulfing day, you usually have an update. And today was an update for the index, all right? 25 points, 26 points on the index today, not bad, all right? And right over I believe we closed near we closed above 5,100, guys. So that's not bearish, right? So yesterday we bounced from the 50 level, and we snapped right back, right, into the 5,100 level. So, and we rejected 5,150 on what is it, Monday? Okay, yeah, Monday. All right. So remember the law of the 50s on the index. You hit 5,150, pulls back to 5,100, 50-50. If that acts like good support, then it's right back to 5,100, retest 5,150. Okay. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys back in the morning.